At Clyde Iron Works, every bite starts from scratch. Fried ravioli, onion rings, wood-fired pizza, in-house beers, steak stone sizzling, pasta, pretzels, cannoli, all made by hand. Clyde Iron Works, where food is made from scratch.
I always have to have it on hand, or in my pocket, or in my car where I knew where it was. Because if I didn't know where it was, I'd panic. But that was in the beginning. And in my head, like as time went on, if I lose it or if I can't find it or I misplaced it, I'll just be like, it pops up whenever it pops up. But in the back of my mind, it's more of like, oh my God, I need it. Like, I need to find it. But in hindsight, it's just more of like, if it comes, it comes back. If it doesn't, then it was meant to be, and it's a sign that I should stop. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people who don't learn until I go through it. Just know that every year it gets harder to quit. And every year you start to feel the effect.
With me today, we're gonna have a good time. You've convinced me. I'm ready to switch my account. Oh my gosh. Specific answer. They're learning quick. Can we Google it? Whatever. Okay. He's a quick study.
There's so many words I want to say. Be careful. It is a love story.
You bet it is.
Fair.
I wasn't done.
Ask the questions that you think are silly. Thank you for joining. Bye.
We only have had e-cigarettes since 2012 or 2011. So it's only been a decade, a little over a decade, and we're getting different chemicals that we don't know enough about, which will probably cause us a lot of issues in the future.
There's nothing better than a Subway Series footlong, except when you add a new footlong sidekick, like the boss with a new footlong cookie. This might be my favorite sidekick ever. What?
Every epic footlong deserves a perfect sidekick.
Vaping has almost become like an obsession, addiction.
I always have to have it on hand.
It's got to be where I know where it is.
If I didn't know where it was, I'd panic.
I stopped pretty quick because I didn't really get the enjoyment I thought I would get out of it.
I've had friends who have used it, and it's a struggle for them.
Find your passion. Find your people. Find your purpose. Find your superior.
At Clyde Iron Works, every bite starts from scratch. Fried ravioli, golden and crisp, onion rings battered fresh and fried to perfection, wood-fired pizza made from dough we craft each morning, beer brewed in-house, steak stone sizzling, pasta tossed fresh to order, warm pretzels, fresh-filled cannoli, nothing frozen, nothing fake, just passion, patience, and heat. Clyde Iron Works, where food is made from scratch.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to UWS Women's Basketball here on 91.3 FM and on Yellow Jacket TV, where it's the pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce as the Yellow Jacket women taking on Crown College here at Mertz Mortarelli Gymnasium here on this Wednesday evening. This is Matt Johnson coming to you live from the Mertz, where the Yellow Jackets returning home after a one-game road swing this past weekend. That saw their record fall to 6-12 overall, 3-2 in the UMAC, as they fell to Minnesota Morris last time out. Final score from Jim Gramel's court in Morris, Minnesota on Saturday. The Cougars 59, the Yellow Jackets 48, in a game that the Yellow Jackets kind of let slip away from them in the third quarter. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets and the Cougars actually played to a 27-27 draw after two quarters, but Morris took control in the third quarter, holding the Yellow Jackets without a made field goal in the frame, while Morris made 7 of their 14 attempts to outscore UWS 15-1 in the frame, on the way to taking a 42-28 lead into the fourth. From there, the Yellow Jackets never got closer than 10 points as UWS shot just 27.5% from the field and committed 23 turnovers in the game. The Yellow Jackets got off to a good start in that contest, going 8 for 20 from the field in the first 10 minutes to take a 19-13 lead after one. But the Yellow Jackets' offense dried up from there as UWS went a combined 4 of 33 from the field over the next two frames. And as a result, the Cougars outscored the Yellow Jackets 14-8 in the second quarter to send that game into the intermission even at 27 apiece. The Yellow Jackets did manage to go 7 of 16 in the fourth quarter, but Morris held off UWS thanks to big games from Maddie Grove and Shelby Mortensen. They're two big guns who combined to score 43 of the Cougars' 59 points in giving Morris that victory. Individually, the Yellow Jackets were paced by Hope Carlson, who came off the bench to score 14 points on 6 of 14 shooting. Mackenzie Lesha, meanwhile, added 10 points, while Maddie Riot finished with 5 points and a team-leading 13 rebounds in that contest. Meanwhile, Crown comes into this UMAC conference contest sitting at 3-15 overall, 0-5 in the UMAC. David Peterson in his second season at the helm of the Crown program. They've lost their last 8 in a row, including dropping a 62-56 final to Northwestern on Saturday down at the Erickson Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. In that contest, the Polars got off to a solid start, making 7 of their first 15 shots to take an 18-17 advantage after one. But the Eagles came back in the second, outscoring Crown 15-12 in the second to take a slim 32-30 lead in the intermission. In the third, the Polars made just 4 of their 17 shots and were outscored 14-8 to trail 46-38 heading to the fourth. From there, Crown never got closer than 4 points as the Polars shot just 34.8% in the contest. Individually, Crown was paced by Morgan Bednarik with 20 points on 8 of 16 shooting. Sydney Cotton, J.C. Glasgow, and Avery Youngblood, meanwhile, each scored 10 points in that loss for the Polars as well. So that's where the two teams stand here heading into this one here from the Mertz in Superior. And with that being the case, we'll take a quick break and come back with more of our pregame show sponsored by National Bank of Commerce, including a conversation with Yellow Jacket head coach Evelyn Parsons. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.
I'm back and I'm joined by Yellow Jacket head coach Evelyn Parsons. And coach, this is the first time we've had a chance to chat in a couple of weeks here. Had a couple of games in there as well. Had a nice win against Martin Luther, and then had another nice win against Northwestern before you hit the road. And played a Morris team that's the preseason favorite in the league, so you knew that was going to be a tough game going in. Pretty even for 3 of the 4 quarters, but that third quarter kind of got away from you a little bit. Just getting a sense on how you felt that game against Morris. What was the biggest key to, unfortunately, losing that game? And what did you see from your team on that day against the Cougars?
Yeah, and like you said, we knew going into that game it would be a tough battle. They're a bigger team, so for us defensively and offensively as well, just being able to match up with them size-wise. I think I was excited about the way we played defensively and from the standpoint that they averaged over 75 points a game in conference. We held them to under 60. Now with that, there's some adjustments we would make going into our next game against them on that end. But it's tough to win a game if you score 1 point in a quarter. So that's kind of how the third quarter went. And, there's some things that we can get ourselves into better spots, execute a little bit better. But we also missed a lot of open shots and some good looks that we had. So I think just the most important thing is not overthinking that loss and just continuing to stay the course. Keep the faith that if we focus on the process that we're in and continue to get better each day, that starts today in our next game, then, everything will take care of itself at the end of the season.
One player we really haven't talked a lot about, she's been coming off the bench for most of the year, in fact, all year. Transferred from St. Scholastica, Hope Carlson. She's a local product from nearby Proctor. Played her first couple of years at St. Scholastica, and she's joined the program for the first time this year. Seems like she's had some really nice offensive games. She had your best offensive game against Morris with those 14 points on Saturday. Seems like she's settling in as time goes on, but she's kind of an interesting player, isn't she?
She is, yeah, and she really brings a spark for us coming in off the bench offensively. She was in a little bit of foul trouble early on in that game, so, late she had some really nice moves, especially inside against their zone that really helped us, and I think had she been in a little bit earlier with that foul trouble, then that could have helped us too. But, yeah, she's been great for us, not just on the court, but great energy person. The team loves her. I think, our group is fun to be around, and she's one of the people that makes it that way.
Turning this game today now against Crown. It's a program that has been in a bit of a transition. Their coach right now in his second season. But they've lost 8 in a row. Had a tough game against Northwestern on Saturday. What have you seen from the Polars on film, and what are you expecting from them here today?
Yeah, they play offensively, kind of a dribble drive based system. Whatever action they run kind of breaks down into that. A lot of drive and kick. They shoot a lot of threes. So, being able to really make sure we take away straight line drives, really good in the gaps, contest their shooters, but really just play our game. I think it's less about what they're going to do and more about how we show up and really setting the tone right away. How can we set the tone with our defense first and then let our offense follow with that?
All right, Coach. Well, as usual, thanks for your time, and good luck today against the Polars.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Yellow Jacket head coach Evelyn Parsons. I'll be right back with more Yellow Jacket women's basketball right after this on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.
Matt Johnson back here at the Mertz as the lights are about to come back on here for me. Starting lines for the two teams here before we get this opening tip underway for Crown. It'll be Sydney Cotton, Kendall Clark, Avery Youngblood, Morgan Bednarik, and J.C. Glasgow. And meanwhile, for the Yellow Jackets, same starting five for all 19 games this season. Maddie Riat, Megan Schaefer, Charlotte Furstel, Mackenzie Lesha, and Elsa Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. A couple of series notes between these two before we get our opening tip tonight, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn. UWS leads the all-time series with Crown 21-1 since their first matchup back on November 16th of 2007. Currently, the Yellow Jackets are on a 5-game winning streak in the series, including taking both matchups with the Polars last season. UWS winning a 56-42 final in the two teams' first matchup back on January 29th of 2025 at the Wild Athletics Center in St. Bonifacius before downing the Polars 74-43 in the two teams' final match of the season on February 19th. As right off the opening tip, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn, Maddie Riat with a long pass down low, and laying it in with the right hand is Elsa Olsen. The Yellow Jackets break out on top just like that. In fact, the Yellow Jackets only lost, by the way, to Crown as we get started here in this first quarter. Came way back on January 13th of 2023 when the Polars down the Yellow Jackets 56-49 in St. Bonifacius. UWS is undefeated all time here at home against the Polars, as Crown now trying to get the ball down low, right side block, now pass to nobody into the middle of the lane. That's picked off by Megan Schaefer, and the Yellow Jackets back the other direction, leading it 2-0 here. 38 seconds elapsed in this opening quarter. Matt Johnson, game one of our doubleheader here tonight. From the Mert to Charlotte Furstel on the right side. Had the ball knocked away, and then she'll be tied up. Right side block coming down defensively was Morgan Bednarik, and she ties up the Yellow Jackets 6'3" junior from Plain, Wisconsin. Alternating possession goes back over to Crown, and the 2-0 score holds here in the early going of this one as Crown comes into the front court. On the left side now, this is Sydney Cotton. Cotton will hand it off right side. Avery Youngblood going on the baseline, gets cut off. Now back for Cotton. Dribbling it down low against Mackenzie Lesha. She gets double teamed, kicks it to the free throw line. Jump shot from there by Bednarik is long off the back rim and no good. Rebound cleared by Maddie Riat for UWS, and now she's into the front court with the pass on the left wing for UWS's Elsa Olsen. Now it's Megan Schaefer, top of the key for UWS, going left side with the pass. Mackenzie Lesha will line up a three-point shot. That's short, no good. Offensive rebound, uncontested, and laying it in for two with the right hand is going to be Charlotte Furstel. The Yellow Jackets now up 4-0. Minute 30 into this opening quarter. Back to their direction now, J.C. Glasgow. She'll hand it off on the right side for Bednarik. Gets a step on Charlotte Furstel, goes all the way to the rim and lays it in for two with the right hand off the glass. 4-2 now your score as the Yellow Jackets into the front court with Olsen. Left side now. Mackenzie Lesha comes off the screen. Now kicks it back outside. Jump shot from Furstel. Halfway down, spins out, no good. Rebound cleared by Glasgow. And now the Polars back the other direction in the front court. Here's Cotton. Taking it into the corner now for Kendall Clark. Clark coming into the lane. Gives it back now for Glasgow. And we're going to have a bumping foul called on UWS's Elsa Olsen. And she got a piece of Glasgow right near the free throw line. For Olsen, will be her first team foul. 7:54 remaining, opening quarter here. UWS in Crown in game one. Game two coming up at about 7:15, 7:30. We'll be on with the pregame about 15 minutes ahead of tip time for the Yellow Jacket men against Crown. Here's the three-point shot now from the left side. That's no good. Rebound off the air ball, grabbed by UWS's Furstel. And the Jackets back to their direction now. Out on top, here's Elsa Olsen. Left side, Megan Schaefer on the wing now. It's Mackenzie Lesha. Maddie Riat now looking down low for UWS. Comes off the screen. Comes in the painted area. Stops. Kicks it out on top. Three-point shot is in the air from Lesha. It's off the back rim. No good. Rebound cleared again by the Polars. And it's Glasgow now pushing the tempo back into the front court. Now she'll back it out. Goes right side. Here's Bednarik. Kendall Clark now will step out. Gives a pass down low for Bednarik. Fumbled it momentarily, and then we'll throw it off of Furstel and out of play. It'll stay with the Polars here. They'll have 16 seconds to shoot. Bailey Reimer will check in for the first time. Leading scorer of the season for Crown. She's averaging 15.5 points per game. Coming off the bench here today for David Peterson in his second season. These two teams will meet again in February, by the way, toward the end of the regular season as the pass comes in the corner now for Glasgow. Going on the baseline now against Riat. And they're going to call her for steps as she shuffled her feet down on the baseline. Turnover for the Polars, their second of the ball game. And Lesha will trigger it in now for Elsa Olsen. Olsen for the Yellow Jackets into the front court. Snaps the pass right side on the wing. It's Megan Schaefer. Schaefer for the Jackets coming down low. Lost the dribble. Had a pick now by Reimer. And Briley Reimer is back the other direction. Reimer out on top now. Bednarik will swing it left side. Three-point shot is up. And it's good. Left side. Rattled in there by Avery Youngblood. Freshman from Cleveland, Georgia, gives Crown the lead, 5-4. Olsen back to their direction now for UWS. Coming off the screen now by Riot. Schaefer will swing it now. Here's Lesha, left wing. Coming off the screen now by Firstel. Comes into the painted area, kicks it to the right side on the wing. Head fake there by Schaefer. Gets a step on the baseline, goes up, misses the bunny right at the rim. Rebound off the miss for Glasgow, and now the Polars running back to their direction. Now Cotton coming down the right side. Had her shot blocked from behind by Charlotte Firstel. Now Lesha back 3-on-2 if the Jackets hurry. Lesha in the corner. Schaefer with the head fake. And we're going to have a foul called on Reimer. Braylee Reimer going to get whistled for that personal. That'll be her first team foul on the Polars. Kylie Hewitt and Hope Carlson are going to come into the game now for UWS, checking out Schaefer and Firstel. And the inbound will come right baseline. It'll come from Elsa Olsen. Olsen for the Yellow Jackets looking to lob it in. Gets it into the corner. Now Lesha. She'll fire away from three again. 0 for 3 from three-point range as that one's off the back rim now for Lesha, but it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. As it went out off of Glasgow left side, it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here. Olivia Lee, by the way, has checked in for the first time now for Crown. Riot will trigger in here with 6:03 remaining, quarter number 1. Gives it out on top. Elsa Olsen for UWS. Left side now, Mackenzie Lesha. Riot top of the key. Bounce pass now. Free throw line extended. Kylie Hewitt. Now Carlson. And they're going to have an offensive foul called on the screen action. They're going to call it on Riot on the moving screen. So she gets whistled for that personal. It's the second team foul on the Jackets, and the basketball back over to Crown now with the Polars leading it by 1 at 5-4. Colleen Claude comes into the game for the Yellow Jackets. And Youngblood triggering it in now. Here's Reimer. Glasgow in the front court, going on the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Skip pass in the corner. Putting on the deck there is Youngblood. Glasgow open. She'll fire from 3. That's well off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound, though. Grabbed by Bednarik. Got inside position against Kylie Hewitt and lays it in. Bednarik with the bucket, and now Crown up 7-4. Olsen for the Yellow Jackets out on top. Carlson left side. Colleen Claude. Kylie Hewitt. Now on the left wing, it's Maddie Riot. Riot for the Yellow Jackets. Pass over for Claude. Claude puts the ball on the deck. 10 seconds to shoot. Now stepping through, here's Riot. Goes up off the window and kisses it home for 2. Nice move by Maddie Riot. Right side of the lane. Goes up and, like I said, short jump shot off the window. Brings the Jackets within 7-6. And now a near turnover as Hope Carlson got her hand on a pass to the wing. It'll stay, though, with the Polars as Schaefer comes back in. She'll take out Olsen. 4:58 remaining, quarter number 1. And the inbounds now from Youngblood. Gives it in now for Reimer. Reimer now crossing over on Schaefer. Gets all the way down low. Try to go up with a reverse. Had it knocked away by Carlson. Retrieves, kicks it outside, and the three-point shot's up and good from Youngblood. She's 2 for 2 from out there, and Crown leads it now 10-6. Schaefer now going right side. Here's Colleen Claude. Out on top now, Hope Carlson putting it on the deck. Picks up her dribble, now spins to the right, goes up the shot, out the front rim, no good. Rebound, fought for underneath. Now it's on the deck, and we're going to have a tie-up. And off the alternating possession, it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here. They'll have 30 seconds on the shot clock. Brecken Hansen going to check in for the first time. Actually, they're going to reset the shot clock to 20 seconds here, and it'll be an inbound now for Riot, right baseline. Lob comes in now for Hewitt. Out on top now. Here's Hope Carlson for the Yellow Jackets. Carlson trying to spin into the paint. Goes up and under with the left hand. Flips up a shot. That's out the mark. No good. Offensive rebound, Claude. She misses the putback. Grabs her own rebound again, and the Jackets will have a third shot at it here. Schaefer right side now. Claude. Her pass out on top now. Carlson. 8 seconds to shoot. Left side now. Riot putting it on the deck. Goes all the way to the rim, flips it up, and it falls off. No good. Rebound underneath is collected by Youngblood. And her outlet pass picked off by UWS's Maddie Riot. Now Carlson putting it on the deck. Left side now Claude. Carlson now she'll load up a three-point shot, and it's good. Left side, three-point bomb from Hope Carlson, the Proctor native, who we talked about in our pregame interview. Gets her first 3 points, and it's 10-9 now. Now Reimer back to the direction. Wide open, breaking the Yellow Jacket pass. Gets it down low, and laying it in is going to be Brecken Hansen. And a timeout going to be called here, a 30-second by the Yellow Jackets. Crown up by 3 now, 12-9. The Polars 4 for their first 8, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. The Jackets just 4 for their first 13. UWS does have 4 offensive rebounds thus far. By the way, if you can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets, tune in to Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and myself throughout the years. We sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm is available on uwsyellowjackets.com/podcast, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. As we come out of the timeout, it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball here with 3:30 remaining in the opening quarter. Good start for Crown. The Yellow Jackets a little lackluster thus far, especially on the defensive end. We'll see what kind of adjustments the Yellow Jackets make throughout the ball game here as checking it in, or playing it in, I should say. For Schaefer is Hope Carlson. Schaefer now in the front court. Now it's Riot. Free throw line extended. Goes left side now off the pass. Pass down low intended for Kylie Hewitt. Telegraphed it. Picked off. Jackets turn it over. And now we're going to have a double dribble. I'm not going to call it travel here against Avery Youngblood. So Lesha comes back in now off that whistle. He'll take out Schaefer. And Claude triggering in now for Lesha. Comes into the front court, goes right side. Carlson out on top. Here's Riot. Bounce pass now, free throw line extended. On the elbow now it's Kylie Hewitt. Left side for Carlson. She'll step back. She'll fire away from 3 again, and that's good. Back-to-back threes from Hope Carlson. She has 6 of the Yellow Jackets' 12, and it's now 12 apiece as UWS picks up full court. Here's Youngblood now playing catch with Reimer. Reimer's passing into the front court. She finds Kendall Clark, who's back in there. Now the pass down low. It's intended for Hansen. Went up for the shot. Missed it short, but drew the foul on Kylie Hewitt. And it'll be 2 free throws now for Hansen. Third team foul on the Yellow Jackets here. First free throws of the ball game as Bednarik comes back in. Crown as a team shoots free throws at 60.9%. For her part, Brecken Hansen so far 13 for 21. That's 61.9%. And now we're going to have, she's got blood, I think. That's the reason why she's having to come out of this game right now. And I don't know what the rule is in terms of substituting for the shooter or not. I think we just have to wait until she's ready to go. Or I think he might even have Dave Peterson. He might have the opportunity or the option of also substituting in a shooter if he needs to. Jackets coming in the game as a team shooting at 36.5% from the field, 26% from 3, and 67.5% from the free throw line. While Crown comes in shooting 30.8%, 22.4%, and 60.9% from the respective lines on the court. And it looks like, yeah, they are going to now substitute the shooter here. It's going to be Avery Youngblood's going to come in, and she's going to shoot for Hansen, who will check back in after the free throws as Youngblood's first free throw is up and good. Youngblood at 57.1%. She's only taken 7 this year from the free throw line. 4 for 7 coming in, now 5 for 8. And now 6 for 9. She's got 8 of Crown's 14 points. Now Youngblood will check back out. Hansen will come back in, and Crown will go up 14-12 here. In the meantime, Carlson triggering in now for Lesha, who's playing point on this trip. Mackenzie Lesha in the front court goes right side off the pass. Maddie Riot now putting it on the deck. And she will draw a foul against Crowns. Kendall Clark right near the free throw line. For Clark, that'll be her first. Fursel's going to come back into the ball game. She'll take out Hewitt. 2:32 remaining, quarter number 1. Been close so far between the two sides. Trigger incoming right baseline now from Lesha. Colleen Claude. Furstall now hands it off. Lesha fires from 3 off the front rim. No good. Rebound cleared out there by Sydney Cotton. And Cotton now for the Polars. Weaving her way across the timeline. Goes right side for Bednarik. Now Clark. Reimer. Now back on top for Hansen. 12 seconds to shoot. Bednarik picks it up. Bednarik, 17-foot jump shot is up off the front rim, no good. Rebound grab by Riot. We go under 2 minutes remaining. Quarter number one as Riot into the front court. Left side now it's Lesha. Right side wing now picking up the basketball is going to be Hope Carlson. We're going to have a pushing foul called on Brecken Hansen on the floor. For Hansen, that'll be her first. Second team foul. Kira Latvala is going to check in for the first time. She'll take out Colleen Claude for UWS, and we'll have an inbound now right baseline again. 21 seconds to shoot. Lesha will do the inbounding. Lobs it in now for Charlotte Firstel. Carlson now out on top, trying to go inside for Maddie Riot. Riot now back out beyond three-point arc. Will swing a pass left side for Latvala. Kira Latvala coming down low. Picking up her dribble. 8 seconds to shoot. They swing it. Riot will fire away from three. That's off the front rim. No good. Rebound. Grabbed by Brecken Hansen. And Crown up by 2. Comes in the front court with Cotton. Cotton going right side now. Gets cut off. Pass down low for Bednarik. Comes in, misses the bunny with the right hand off the glass. Rebound on the weak side, grabbed by UWS's Maddie Riot. Now Riot back to the direction, taking it all the way. Tried to go up with the shot, had it knocked away. But a foul going to be called on Kendall Clark, the senior from Vail, Arizona. And it'll be 2 free throws coming up now for Maddie Riot. Riot, one of the better free throw shooters the Yellow Jackets have on the squad. She shoots free throws at an 84.2% clip, does Maddie Riot. 16 out of 19 on the season. Her first free throw is up, and, of course, right on cue, she misses it. Broadcaster's jinx, she just can't get away from it. One more coming now for Maddie Riot with 1:17 remaining, quarter number one. Crown 14, Yellow Jackets 12. Second free throw from Riot is good. She's got 3. She's going to check out of the game now as Elsa Olsen returns. 14-13, Crown up by 1 as Sydney Cotton will inbound. Jackets look like they're not going to pick up full court this time. And the pass is given now for J.C. Glasgow, who brings the Polars into the front court. Now Bednarik going down low against Firstel. Goes up with the shot. That's off the glass. That's no good. Rebound grab by Carlson. Jackets coming back to the direction 4-on-3. Pass from Carlson down low. Lesha. Left side, trying to go up with the shot. Gets it off the window with the left hand and draws the foul on Sydney Cotton in the process. A little bit of strength there from Mackenzie Lesha. Spinning to her left hand, kissing it off the window for 2 and drawing the foul on Cotton. So 15 foul on the Polars. The Jackets now back up 15-14 with 58.1 remaining. Lesha's free throw is good. 16-14, Jackets by 2. Now Glasgow for Crown into the left side of the three-point arc for Brecken Hansen. Hands it off now. Here's Cotton stepping inside the three-point arc. Backing it down low. Now right side. Out on top, it's Bednarik. Now the bounce pass getting backdoor, going up and laying it in. With Sydney Cotton, Jackets fell asleep defensively there, and Cotton just cutting to the baseline, goes up and lays it in. She's got her first 2, and it's 16 apiece. On a 2-second difference between shot and game clock here now is Olsen into the front court. And the Jackets will take this all the way down. Ten seconds on the shot clock, 12 on the game clock. Now Olsen starting her move. Goes right side, 5 seconds to shoot. 7 in the frame as the three-point shot up from Lesha is good. 2 seconds, 1 second. Long heave given at the end of the quarter, and the Yellow Jackets will head into the second quarter thanks to that three-point shot from Mackenzie Lesha, leading Crown by the score of 19-16. UWS in that opening quarter, 7 out of 18 from the floor for 38.9%. Crown 6 out of 13. Jackets 3 for 8 from beyond the arc. Crown 2 for 3. Both teams hitting 2 free throws. Jackets with a 10-7 edge in rebounding. 4 offensive boards for the Yellow Jackets. 1 offensive rebound for Crown. As far as individually, Jackets getting 6 points each from Hope Carlson and Mackenzie Lesha, 3 from Maddie Riot, 2 from Firstel, and 2 from Elsa Olsen. Crown, meanwhile, getting 8 points from Avery Youngblood. So a couple of three-pointers and 2 free throws in that stretch as well. 4 points for Bednarik, 2 so far for Sydney Cotton, and 2 for Brecken Hansen thus far after 1. By the way, Yellow Jacket fans, get the same gear the Yellow Jackets wear by visiting the Yellow Jacket apparel and merchandise store. Browse the latest styles of gear, including shirts, shorts, sweatshirts, outerwear, and more. The Yellow Jacket apparel and merchandise store can be found at uwsyellowjackets.com/shop. As we get ready to begin quarter number 2 here from the Mertz. Jackets after today will be back at home on Saturday taking on North Central. Yours truly will be on the air for that game. That'll be game 1 of a doubleheader, much like tonight. Actually, that'll be game 1 of a tripleheader, if you count men's hockey in there as well. So a busy day of sports this coming Saturday for UWS here on 91.3 FM and on Yellow Jacket TV. In the meantime, we begin quarter number 2 with Crown in possession of the basketball. Bednarik will go left side with the pass. Clark now. Youngblood. Snapping a pass right side. Here's Cotton. 3-point shots up from Clark. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound bounce to the corner. Picked up now by Mackenzie Lesha. And Lesha into the front court for UWS. She'll hand it off right side. Nearly turned it over, and now it'll be played out off of Avery Youngblood. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets here. 9:34 remaining. Quarter number 2. UWS up by 3 at 19-16. As Lesha flipped the pass in the corner for Latvala, who tried to lob it down low for Charlotte Fursel, right side block, and that pass down low knocked away by Glasgow. It'll again stay with the Yellow Jackets here with 19 seconds to shoot. Lesha inbounding it. Schaefer wide open. She'll fire from 3-point range, and it's short off the front rim. Rebound will bound out of play, and it'll go back over now to the Polars with 9:26 remaining in the first half. We'll have our halftime programming, of course, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated once we hit the intermission. The first half stats, our first half summary as well, and also we'll catch you up on everything going on with Yellow Jacket Athletics. All that coming up at halftime. Sponsored by Hovland Incorporated, as we have a foul now called on UWS. And it's Crown in the front court. We'll see who gets whistled for that one. It's going to be Latvala. And we'll have now an inbound right baseline. Avery Youngblood will do the honors here for the Polars as the pass comes right side. Clark, now Cotton, putting on the deck. Her pass to the middle, finds its way for Bednarik. Goes up with a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grab by First, and we're going to have a jump ball, looks like. And the basketball will go back over to the Yellow Jackets here. Mackenzie Lesha will inbound it. In for Megan Schaefer, and now Schaefer for the Yellow Jackets. Comes into the front court now on the right-hand dribble. Bounce pass right side for Maddie Riot. Riot getting a step on the baseline. Goes up with a shot, left it off the glass, no good, but the foul's going to be called on Avery Youngblood. Riot getting inside position. Made a nice quick move to her right, and Youngblood trailing Riot, hit her on the arm as she went up with the shot. For Youngblood, it'll be her first. First team foul on Crown, and 2 free throws for Riot, who's 1 for 2 from the stripe thus far in the ballgame. And now 2 for 3 as she knocks down that one. Maddie Riot now has 4 points, and the Jackets have a 4-point lead. One more for the transfer from UMD. Ran track and field at UMD to Maddie Riot. Didn't play basketball there. And the second free throw from Riot is good. She's got 5, and that's the Yellow Jacket lead. 21-16. As Youngblood in the front court goes right side. Picked up her dribble, now for Glasgow out on top of the key. JC Glasgow going down the right side baseline, gets cut off. Now the pass comes out on top. Now Cotton goes to the right, tried to scoop a shot off the window that was no good. Rebound off the miss now for Riot. Riot behind the back dribble into the front court. Stamps the pass in the corner, Latvala. Now Schaefer wide open. She'll fire from 3-point range, and it's good. The sophomore from Grantsburg, Wisconsin, knocks down the 3. She's got her first 3 points, and now we have a whistle. Jackets up 24-16 now as Kylie Hewitt will come back in. Colleen Claude as well. And it looks like, I'm not sure what it was. Inadvertent whistle, maybe? Well, nobody seems to know. I'll just go with the inadvertent whistle as the verdict here as we begin the possession for Crown with Reimer coming back in. Goes right side now on the baseline. Reimer now picking up her dribble. Bounce pass right side now Glasgow. Glasgow now against Lesha. Kicks it right side, Reimer. Reimer now backdoor cut again going up. Reverse layup from Cotton is off the glass. No good. Rebound grab by Lesha. Outlet now for Maddie Riot. Riot for the Yellow Jackets. Kicks it outside. Lesha. She'll tee up a 3-point shot. Off the back rim long, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. And coming out of there with it was Cotton. Good look from Mackenzie Lesha, just didn't make the shot. Jackets lead remains at 8. Cotton now out on top. Putting it on the deck now, here's Bednarik. Reimer had the ball taken away by Kylie Hewitt. Lead pass now for Schaefer, who's behind everybody. Megan Schaefer comes in, misses the bunny. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Lesha. Now she misses on the reverse. Missed opportunity there for UWS as the rebound is finally grabbed by Braylee Reimer for Crown, and she's in the front court. Reimer's pass now out on top. Glasgow outside. Three-point shot is up. That one's off the mark, no good. That one was taken by Bednarik. And the rebound for UWS. Now here's Claude behind everybody on the Crown defensive side. She'll pull it out now. Here's Lesha in the paint. Kicking it right side. And now Schaefer out on top for Riot. Maddie Riot will hand it off for Schaefer. 10 seconds to shoot. Lesha left wing now. Mackenzie Lesha, ball fake. Comes on the left side. 3 seconds to shoot. Schaefer now getting on the baseline. Flipped up a shot, back rim and off. No good. Rebound cleared out of there by J.C. Glasgow for Crown. And now Glasgow in on the front court. 6.5 remaining, second quarter. Jackets led by 3 at the first quarter break. Now up by 8. Scored the first 5 points here of quarter number 2. As now here's Bednarik coming right side, shoveling it off. Here is Cotton, double teamed on the baseline. Her pass out on top for Reimer. Reimer with 5 seconds to shoot into the lane. Spins away, goes up with a short jump shot and gets it to go down for 2. And we're going to have a timeout now called by the Polars. That's their first bucket here of quarter number 2. It's 24-18 now your score. Crown so far, that's their first made bucket here of quarter number 2. They're now 7 for 19 from the field. Jackets so far just 1 for 6 in this frame, although they did hit a 3 and have made a couple of free throws. Sequence coming out of the timeout, it'll be Hope Carlson for the Yellow Jackets that'll inbound it. She'll trigger it in for Elsa Olsen. And Olsen in the front court for the Yellow Jackets. Out on top now, it's Hope Carlson. She'll swing it left side off the pass. Maddie Riot, now Hewitt, lobbing it inside. Carlson spinning on the right hand, goes up with a shot and gets it to go down for 2. Soft touch inside for Hope Carlson. She has a team leading 8 points now for the Jackets, and the lead is back up to 8. 26-18 Jackets. As here's Reimer in the front court. Braylee Reimer gives it back out on top. Now Brecken Hansen back in there. She gets stripped of the basketball by Hope Carlson, and then Carlson can't corral it. It'll go out of play. It'll be Crown basketball here. Every young blood returns. She'll trigger in here for Braylee Reimer, who is playing point here for Crown. Pass comes in for her, and now she'll take it wide left side. Reimer off the screen now by Hansen. Goes right side. Gets picked up by Kylie Hewitt on the switch. Now backs her down. Right-hand shot goes up. Short off the front rim. No good. Good defense by the Yellow Jackets. Rebound grab by Hewitt. Now Riot in the front court. Right side pass now. Elsa Olsen. Olsen will back it out for UWS. Bounce pass. Free throw line extended. It is now Kylie Hewitt outside. Riot. She'll fire from 3, and it's good. Maddie Riot with the triple. Maddie Riot now has 8, and the Yellow Jackets up by 11. This is their largest lead of the half at 29-18. Left side now Reimer, putting it on the deck. Off the foot of Hope Carlson, but retrieving the basketball is Avery Youngblood for Crown. Now Youngblood going right down the side of the lane. Flipped up a shot off the underside of the rim. No good. We'll kick it back outside. 3-point shot up from Reimer is no good. Short off the front rim. Rebound for Riot. And now Maddie Riot in the front court. Pass comes right side now for Claude. Out on top, it's Hope Carlson. They'll swing it now left side. Now Hewitt putting it on the deck. Trying to step through. Lost the handle on it, and on top of that, she traveled. Turnover on the Yellow Jackets gives it back here to Crown with 4:26 remaining in the half. UWS outscoring the Polars 10-2 so far in this quarter. In the front court now, here's Youngblood handing it off. J.C. Glasgow right side. Youngblood, Hansen, and they'll kick it all the way to the left side now for Braylee Reimer. Reimer putting it on the deck. Comes on the middle of the lane, flips up a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound for Colleen Claude for UWS. Her outlet now finds Elsa Olsen. Olsen back for Clyde, running the floor, comes all the way in, goes up and lays it in for two. A nice two-way passing player between Olsen and Clyde gets her first 2 points, And the bucket gives the Yellow Jackets a 13-point lead. Reimer back to the direction, comes in the lane, leaves a shot short, but the foul is going to be called on the Jackets. Call on Hope Carlson, that'll be her first. Charlotte Firstall is going to check back into the ball game. Bednarik back in also for Crown, as is Sydney Cotton. Hewitt will check out for the Jackets. And Reimer at the free throw line now to shoot 2. Reimer 57.6% from the stripe this season. Missed the first, made the second. 31-19 now your score. Jackets up by 12. Olsen in the front court now on the right-hand dribble. Riot left side wing. Going on the baseline now. Kicks it right side. Olsen thought about taking the 3. Instead she'll fling it to the right side block. Firstall giving it now for Clyde, who cuts to the left side and goes up and lays it in. Nice opposite side pass there from Charlotte Firstall to find Clyde, who got behind the D. She has the last 4 for the Jackets, and the lead is 14. Now Reimer coming down on the right side. Tried to go up with the shot. Gets fouled by Riot, and she'll go right back to the free throw line to shoot 2 here with 3:18 separating us from halftime. Lesh is going to come back in here for the Jackets. She'll take out Riot. For Riot, that's her second. And 2 more free throws now for Braylee Reimer for the for Crown. Reimer's first free throw is good. She's got 4 in the ball game, 1 more coming. Second free throw from Reimer is also good. 33-21 now your score. Jackets by 12. Olsen in the front court. Goes right side now, picks up her dribble, out on top now. Carlson. Down low, Firstall. She'll kick it outside. Clyde will line up the 3-point shot. That's over the top of everything. Rebound, they'll grab by Olsen. Back outside for Clyde. Clyde now stepping through, has the ball knocked away from behind. Now the ball saved up the middle by Youngblood. Here's Carlson now coming down the middle. She misses with the left hand right at the rim, and we're going to have a whistle and a jump ball after all that. And I think it's going to be Crown basketball here as Latvala comes back into the ball game. She'll take out Clyde. .249 remaining, half number 1. Jackets have led through most of it. Right now the lead at 33-21. Reimer in the front court. Now goes it out on top. 3-point shot is up from there by Youngblood. No good. Offensive rebound though for Bednarik, and then her pass picked off. 10 for Cotton, picked off by UWS's Hope Carlson. Off the turnover now Carlson. Giving it for Lesha. Her pass outside now finds also Olsen. Runner in the lane by Olsen. Rims out, no good. Rebound grab by Firstall. She tries to stick it back. Leaves it short off the front rim, and we're going to have a travel called anyway against the Yellow Jackets as Schaefer comes back in. She'll take out Elsa Olsen. And now Crown with Reimer coming into the front court. Handing it off now right side. Kate Arneson in for the first time for Crown. Now Reimer comes down the left side. She gets dispossessed of the basketball. Now the ball kicks off the feet of Arneson, and it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball to the far side. Abby Johnson getting ready to check in here for the Jackets. She's going to come in and take out Hope Carlson here with 2:03 left. In the meantime now, Lesha triggering it in for Johnson. Latvala. Ball fake right side. Now makes a drive to the left side. Flips it high off the glass and gets it go down for 2. Nice move for Kira Latvala. She's got her first bucket, and it's 35-21. Matches the largest lead of the half. Reimer in the front court. Now goes down the right side baseline against Schaefer. Try to get her shot up. Getting a hand on it with Schaefer. Loose ball picked up by Johnson. 1:30 remaining. Half number 1. Here's Lesha. Latvala, right wing, thought about the 3. Now gives it out on top for Johnson. Swings to the left side. Now Megan Schaefer into the lane. Goes all the way. Had the ball stripped from behind. Picked up by Johnson. Still plenty of time to shoot. Fursel will fire away from 3, and that's an air ball wide to the left. Got a little ahead of herself, did Charlotte Fursel on that one. That's not where the Jackets want her shooting the ball from. Cron will put the ball in play here with UWS up 35-21. Youngblood off the inbounds now for Reimer. Bailey Reimer into the front court. She'll hand it off right side for Youngblood. Avery Youngblood, now left side Sydney Cotton. Now it's J.C. Glasgow coming out of the corner. Bednarik off the right side. 10 seconds to shoot, under a minute remaining, half number 1. Now Reimer coming down the lane, goes up with a shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound for Charlotte Furstel. Outlet now finds Kira Latvala. And Latvala for the Yellow Jackets going down the right side. Against Cotton, goes up with a shot off the side of the backboard. That's no good. And then tries to flip it back outside. It'll be an over and back on the Jackets. That is tracked down by Abby Johnson. 36.1 seconds now left, so about a 6-second difference between shot and game clock here. Hewitt and Riot going to return. And we'll have a trigger in now right in front of the Yellow Jacket bench below me here. It'll be Avery Youngblood that'll do the inbounding. Trigger in now for Reimer out on top. Reimer going right side now, Bednarik. Back out on top now for Reimer. Braylee Reimer now going right side against Kylie Hewitt. 8 seconds to shoot, 22 remaining in the half. Left side now coming down low. They kick it outside. 3-point shot is up, and that is a shot clock violation as Glasgow overshot everything. 15 seconds now on the first half clock. As Kendall Clark now comes back into the ball game. And the Jackets can play for one here as Lesha inbounds for Maddie Riot. And Riot will walk it across the timeline. Riot now for the Yellow Jackets. 5 seconds to shoot. Goes right side. Jump stop. Goes in the lane. Flips up a shot. That's no good. Rebound grab by Bednarik. Then taken back by Lesha. She goes up, lays it in with the left hand. Are they going to count that? I'm going to review that. I would guess that they're probably going to. Bednarik had it in her hand, and then Lesha just slapped it away from her, went up and laid it in with the left hand. And we'll see. As the two teams leave the court. Your score at the moment is they called the basket good as Yellow Jackets 37, Crown 21. And the play is currently under review. So we'll see what the results are of this. We should be able to tell pretty quickly. Of course, this replay system was put in just a few weeks ago. And the officials having a quick look at this. Lesha, of course, wants the basket to be counted. She turned around and went right to the scorer's table and signaled that it was good. And we'll keep it here until we get a final ruling here on this one. Everybody at the scorer's table is studying the replay very intently down there. Of course, I don't have the benefit of that, so we'll see. And now they're calling over a third official to have a look at it. I think they're just trying to get consensus here as to making sure that the three officials all agree with the final decision here. And looks like they're going to come and see what they end up saying here. They're going to confer for a second or three here. And they're going to wave it off. So it is not going to count. They'll take those 2 points off the board. And so we will head into the intermission with your score. Yellow Jackets 35, Crown 21. We'll take a quick break and come back with our halftime programming, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Matt Johnson back here at the Mertz. Game one of our doubleheader here on this Wednesday night from Superior, Wisconsin. Finds the Yellow Jackets up by the score of 35-21 here at the break as we jump into our first half summary and look at these first half stats. The Yellow Jackets and Crown playing the first of two this season. Again, they'll meet up on Wednesday, February 18th, toward the end of the regular season, going into the UMAC tournament. As we look at these numbers from the first half, Jackets and Crown played a pretty much nip-and-tuck first quarter. The Yellow Jackets, thanks to a three-point shot from Mackenzie Lesha at the end of the first quarter, ended up taking a 19-16 lead at the break of that first quarter. And then in the second, the Yellow Jackets able to really hold Crown down offensively. The Polars in that second, 1 for 14 from the field. They're now shooting 25.9% at 7 for 27 for the game. The Jackets, meanwhile, in that second, didn't exactly burn up the nets themselves. They were 6 out of 17. 2 for 6 from beyond the arc and 2 for 2 from the stripe, but the defense was able to hold Crown down. They end up outscoring Crown 16-5 in that second and therefore lead 35-21 here at the intermission. Individually, the Yellow Jackets spraying the offense around quite well here tonight. They're 13 out of 35 as a team, good for 37.1%, but they have 3 players that have at least 6 points. Maddie Riyad with 8 for the Yellow Jackets on 2 for 5 shooting. Hope Carlson, 8 points on 3 for 6 shooting. Riyad also 3 for 4 from the stripe in the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. 6 points so far from Mackenzie Lesha. And the Yellow Jackets getting points, by the way, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players in that half. 4 points from Colleen Claude, 3 points from Megan Schaefer. And 2 points each from Charlotte Firstel, Kira Latvala, and Elsa Olsen. So like I said, the Jackets spreading it around. Crown, meanwhile, 8 points from Avery Youngblood, all of them coming in the first quarter. Nobody else has more than 5 points. Braylee Reimer has 5 points for the Polars so far, 4 points from Morgan Bednarik, and 2 points each for Brecken Hansen and also for Sydney Cotton. In terms of the team stats in this one, we talked about those shooting percentages. Jackets 5 for 14 from beyond the arc. Crown 2 for 8. UWS 4 for 5 from the stripe. The Polars 5 for 6. Jackets plus 10 in rebounding. They've been doing a lot of out-rebounding of opponents. Had 58 rebounds in that loss to Morris on Saturday. They have 24 at the break here and plus 10. 24-14. They have 8 offensive rebounds as well, while holding Crown to 3 offensive rebounds. In terms of turnovers, the Yellow Jackets 12 assists against 8 turnovers. Crown 5 assists against 9 turnovers. And our final numbers of that first half, in terms of fouls, 6 fouls called on Crown in the opening half, 6 on the Yellow Jackets as well. One player on each team with 2 each. And Reimer has 2 so far for Crown, while for the Yellow Jackets, 2 fouls from Maddie Riyad. Nobody on either team with more than 1 foul at the break. So that's your story here. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to come in game one of our doubleheader. Your score, Yellow Jackets 35, Crown 21. We'll take another quick break and come back with more of our halftime programming. Sponsored by Hovland Incorporated, including a look at what else is going on with other Yellow Jacket sports. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Back here at the Mertz, we're about 6 minutes away from the start of the third quarter of game number 1 of our doubleheader. Of course, the men's game coming up about 25 minutes after we go final. Here in game number 1, Yellow Jacket women leading game number 1, 35-21 here at the break. And with that time, we'll give you a quick update on what else is going on with Yellow Jacket sports here as we approach the weekend on this Wednesday night. Men's basketball, as I mentioned, playing game 2, now at 5-13 overall, 1-4 in the UMAC. Dropped their second straight on Saturday, falling to Minnesota Morris 80-78. And a very tightly played ball game down at Jim Grimmel's court down in Morris, Minnesota. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets trailed by as many as 10 points in the second half before cutting the deficit to 79-78 on a three-pointer by freshman Nick Nordon with just 4 seconds left with the Cougars. Matt Thompson made 1 of 2 free throws with 2 seconds left to seal the win for the Morris Cougars. The Yellow Jackets have now lost each of their last 2 games by a combined 3 points. We talked about that in the first half, so hopefully the Yellow Jackets will be able to get over the top here in game number 2. Individually in that contest, against the Cougars on Saturday, UWS was paced by Caden Lecce and Gage Brady with 14 points each. Nordon added 13 points, while Andrew Beers had 10 points and 8 rebounds for the Yellow Jackets in that contest. And they're playing game 2 against the Polaris tonight. 7:15, the tentative start time there, probably closer to 7:30, and we'll be on about 15 minutes ahead with the pregame. That, of course, right here on 91.3 FM KUWS and here on Yellow Jacket TV. Women's hockey now 1-18-1 overall in the season, 1-6 in the WIAC. They dropped their 8th straight game on Saturday, unfortunately, dropping a 5-0 final score to number 9 ranked UW-Eau Claire down at the Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets surrendered 2 goals in the first and 3 more in the second to take the loss. For the game, the Blue Golds held a 42-22 edge in shots, while Maddie Wastrel and Jada Moyer combined in goal to make 37 saves in the contest. Their next in action this coming Saturday. So on Saturday, making the road trip down to Hunt Arena to take on the number 1 ranked team in the country, UW River Falls. It'll be a 2 p.m. opening face-off down in River Falls. They'll next be at home the following Friday, the 6th, taking on UW Stevens Point. 2 p.m. the opening face-off from Westman Arena. 1:45 the pregame. That'll be a 91.3 FM KUWS audio stream and Yellow Jacket TV broadcast in that one. Men's hockey now sitting on 11-7 overall, 4-5 in the WIAC. They've lost 2 straight, including dropping a 3-2 final in overtime to UW River Falls on Saturday at Hunt Arena down in River Falls. In that contest, the Yellow Jackets got goals from Logan Nickerson and Justin Dauphiné to send the game into overtime, even at 2 apiece, but the Falcons picked up the win when Keegan Ingram scored just 1:35 into the extra session to give River Falls the weekend sweep. For the game, River Falls holding a 39-30 edge in shots, while Jan Skorpik went all the way in goal for the Yellow Jackets with 36 saves. Their next in action this coming Friday the 30th, taking on UW-Eau Claire down the street at Westman Arena. 7 p.m. the opening faceoff, 6:30 the pregame. That'll be a 91.3 FM KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV broadcast. And last but not least, men's and women's indoor track and field, both teams competing at the St. John's and St. Benedict Invitational that was hosted by St. John's and St. Benedict down at Donald McNeely Spectrum in Collegeville, Minnesota on Saturday. For full results on that meet, you can go to uwsyellowjackets.com. Their next in action this coming Friday and Saturday at the Warren Bolus Invite, hosted by UW Stout, the Sports and Fitness Center down in Menominee. Action gets underway starting at 3 p.m. on Friday. That's for the multis, by the way. And then both full teams will be in action on Saturday, where it picks back up again at 9 a.m. for the start. For full results again on that meet, you can go again to uwsyellowjackets.com to see how the indoor track and field teams fare there. So that's your Yellow Jacket Sports Summary. And with that, we will take our final break of the halftime programming, sponsored by Howland Incorporated. We'll come back in about 2 minutes and start this third quarter between the Yellow Jackets and the Polars. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Well, that's the buzzer, bringing an end to the halftime intermission. Yellow Jackets will have the basketball first. It'll be Mackenzie Lesher that'll inbound now for Megan Schaefer. Yellow Jackets, if you're just joining us, leading at 35-21. 8 different players scored in that first half for the Yellow Jackets, 2 players with 8 points each. Maddie Riyad, who has the basketball right now, and also Mackenzie Lesher for the Yellow Jackets with 6. 8 points also for Hope Carlson in that first half for the Yellow Jackets, as now Riyad out on top of the key. Spins, kicks a pass right side. Now Lesha going up for the three-point shot. Back rim and out. No good. Offensive rebound, though, grabbed by Schaefer. She steps through, leaves a shot off the underside of the rim, but will draw a foul. And I think they're going to get Avery Youngblood maybe on this call. Let's see. It's going to be J.C. Glasgow. So Glasgow's going to be whistled for the personal, and that'll send Megan Schaefer to the free throw line for the Yellow Jackets. She's a 66.7% free throw shooter in her sophomore season from Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Her first free throw is up and good. Jackets with their largest lead now at 36-21. One more coming for Schaefer. She has 4 points thus far in the ball game. Second free throw is up and off the back rim. No good. Rebound grabbed underneath by Glasgow. And now Crown back to their direction with Sydney Cotton left side. Against Riyad. Gets around her. Comes inside the left side. Had the ball knocked away on a nice defensive play by Lesha. Now Mackenzie Lesha in transition. Goes right side off the pass for Schaefer. Riyad will snap a pass left side to the wing. Now here's Elsa Olsen. Skip pass back for Lesha. She'll tee up another three-point shot. This one's off the back rim. No good. Rebound on the corner. Being fought for. And it's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. As Cotton tried to grab it, but was standing on the baseline. So it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets here. 20 seconds to shoot. Jackets up 36-21. Just underway, third quarter. Inbound now from Lesha, right side. Here's Schaefer. Out on top now for UWS. It's Elsa Olsen lobbing it. Now left side block. Charlotte Fursel snaps a pass to the corner. 3-point shots up there from Schaefer. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound grab by Bednarik, and we're going to have an over-the-back fall. Whistle against Charlotte Fursel of the Yellow Jackets. That'll be her first foul of the ball game. And Crown will put the ball in play. Braley Reimer now will lead Crown in the front court. Reimer on the right side dribble. Will hand it off now for Youngblood. She has 8 points thus far in the ballgame to lead Crown. She snaps a pass left side now. Bounce pass comes for Bednarik, top of the key. Now right side, here's Reimer. Reimer going right side now, working her way toward the baseline. Running one-hander. Off the rim, no good. Rebound grab there by Maddie Riyad. Riyad for the Yellow Jackets in the corner. Elsa Olsen, Lesha. Now down low, here's Furstel, spinning on the right hand, goes up with the half hook and gets it to crawl over the rim for 2 points. Soft touch from Charlotte Furstel. She spun to her right hand, flipped it over the front of the rim for 2, and she's got 4 points. Jackets now leading it by 17 at 38-21. Reimer now on the right side for the Polars. Skips a pass now for Glasgow against Riyad. Comes down low. Still looking for somewhere to go with the basketball. We'll flip it out now for Cotton. 10 seconds to shoot for the Polars. Cotton now across the lane. And she's going to be called for traveling. Couldn't hold her pivot foot as she came down low on the right side against Megan Schaefer. Turnover for the Polars is their 10th, and the Yellow Jackets will inbound now, leading at 38-21. Schaefer in the front court. Pass comes right side now. Riyad out on top now. Elsa Olsen looking down low. Now Riyad getting a step on the baseline against Youngblood. Kicks a pass in the corner. Wide open is Lesha. She'll fire from 3. It's off the front rim. No good. Rebound grab by Furstel. Goes up and under with the right hand and lays it in for 2. Just using that 6'3" frame. Grabbed the rebound, stepped through, and laid it in. Charlotte Furstel now has 6. And we have a timeout on the court here, called by the Polars. That'll leave them with 3. The Yellow Jackets have 4 timeouts. The Yellow Jackets now up 40-21 with 7:34 remaining. Third quarter. Jackets looking for their 4th conference win. They're only 3-6 here at home so far this season. It's rare that the Yellow Jackets have a losing record here at the Mertz. So far here in the score, the Jackets 2 for 6. They're now shooting 36.6% for the game. Crown at 0 for 2 so far, shooting 24.1%. Jackets now with a 12 rebound advantage too, by the way, plus 12. 28-16 in that area as we come out of the timeout. Youngblood will inbound here for the Polars. In for Reimer out on top now. They'll swing it left side here is Glasgow. JC Glasgow now circle routing her way to the far side. Back for Bednarik. Now they'll swing it left side. Here's Reimer. Reimer stepping through, got her elbow up, and they're going to call her for an offensive foul. She caught Lesha up high with the elbow. She finished the play, but she's going to the official to ask, and I'm wondering if they might look at this also to see if it's a flagrant. Anytime you get the elbow up like that as you come through, typically they're going to call that at least a foul and check to make sure it's not a flagrant, as Lesha coming over now to the scorer's table. But Reimer, got her elbow up, and the officials are talking it over now, seeing if they want to review it. I didn't think there was anything particularly egregious about it. Reimer was just trying to, I think, keep her steps as she went into the lane, and now the officials are going to huddle and talk it out here. Give you a chance to hear about our upcoming broadcast schedule, which will feature a lot of hockey games over the next couple of weeks. Men's basketball, of course, tonight taking on Crown in Game 2. They've got a host of games, though, coming up. This coming Saturday, triple header, men's and women's basketball against North Central, men's hockey against Eau Claire. Men's hockey will take on Eau Claire, of course, the previous night on Friday. And they are going to review it. Not surprised by that. That's one of those where the officials are always going to err on the side of caution just to make sure that they cover all their bases here. So they're having a look at it as we speak. In the meantime, like we said, men's hockey against Eau Claire coming up from Westman Arena on Friday. So this coming Friday, 7 p.m., the opening face-off, 6:30 the pregame. That'll be a joint broadcast on 91.3 FM KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV. Then, of course, the triple header with the women's basketball team taking on North Central at 3 p.m. with yours truly, with 2:45 being the pregame. That, again, will be 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. Men's basketball in Game 2 against the Rams, 4:45, the tentative start time there, 4:30 the pregame, again on 91.3 FM KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV. And Game 3 of the triple header, men's hockey with John Garver on the call against UW Eau Claire. 7 p.m., the opening faceoff, 6:30 the pregame on KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV. And then we'll have a 5 or 6 day break before men's and women's hockey take over on Friday, February 6th and February 7th. Women's hockey on the 6th and 7th against UW Stevens Point with a pair of 2 p.m. opening face-offs. Men's hockey with a pair of 7 p.m. face-off with 6:30 pre-games against UW Stout. And all those games, of course, will be joint broadcasts on 91.3 FM KUWS and on Yellow Jacket TV. In the meantime, the officials now are done looking, and now they're going to call the two coaches together. We'll see what they rule here. My thought is that it's probably just going to be a common offensive foul here. That would be my guess. I don't know that for a fact, but we'll see. And it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball. Are they going to say... Reimer actually scored the bucket, by the way, so I don't know if they're... Are they going to reverse the foul call? Seems to be a lot of confusion happening here. I'm not quite sure what. And they call an offensive foul, or do they call a defensive foul on the Yellow Jackets? They're going to call a foul now on Lesha. They're going to reverse the call. Wow. It's the first time I've seen that happen. So they're going to give her the bucket and the foul? Is that what they're going to do here? Wow. Never seen that happen before. Usually they're just looking for an elbow up. I don't know. In fact, I didn't even know it was legal for them to change a foul call on that with the replay system. I'm not quite sure all the rules about it, though. So they're going to count the bucket and then give Reimer an extra free throw here, and that'll make it 40-23, I think. Or are they just going to wipe it out and say it was in the act of shooting? I don't know. No one seems to know. They're looking at it again. I'm not quite sure the officials know what to do here. My production engineer from Yellow Jacket TV, Evan Ludwig, is giving me the biggest shoulder shrug I've ever seen. I don't know either. Originally, they were going to call the offensive foul on that one, so they're going to count the bucket. The foul's going to be on Lesha. 7 points now for Reimer, and she's going to go to the free throw line looking to complete a three-point play. So not only did they not call an offensive foul on Reimer, they gave the foul to Lesha and then gave her the bucket, and then she made the free throw. So 40-24 now your score after all that, and we're back to live action. Okay. Left side now, here's Megan Schaefer for the Jackets on the wing. Riyadh top of the key. Now goes right side on the pass. Now Elsa Olsen against Sydney Cotton. Goes down toward the baseline. Now we'll back it back out. 10 seconds to shoot. Now Riyadh top of the key. Maddie Riyadh crossing over now against Glasgow. Kicks it now left side. 5 seconds to shoot for Schaefer. Somebody's going to have to do something here. Schaefer goes with the runner now as the shot clock expires. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound bounds around. Finds its way back out, though, for Riyadh. Now Hope Carlson against Avery Youngblood. Spins away on the right hand, goes up and flips it over the front of the rim and gets it to rattle in for 2. Hope Carlson now leads the Jackets with 10 points. It's 42-24. UWS back up by 18. Now Reimer coming down low, flips up a shot with the left hand, spinning into the lane and gets it to go down for 2 more. So she's got 5 in a row. 42-24. Make it 42-26. Jackets in the front court. Now Elsa Olsen, top of the key. Swing it now for Riyadh, left side. Maddie Riyadh. Schaefer now on the right side wing. Out on top, Carlson. 10 seconds to shoot. Spins in the middle, goes up with the left hand. Rims it around and gets it to drop through for 2. Another nice move to the left hand and a soft touch from Hope Carlson gives her 12. The lead back up to 18 again. Cotton in the front court. Hands it off now right side. Glasgow now spinning. Free throw line extended. We'll kick it for Reimer. Right side wing against Elsa Olsen. Comes inside. Braylee Reimer's jump shot is up and good off the glass for 2. Looks like Reimer's just going to take over the offense here for Crown. She scored the last 7 for the Polars, and it's 44-28. Now we're going to have a reach and fall called on Braylee Reimer. And it'll be her third. She's the first player on either team with 3 fouls as Claude and Hewitt will come back in. Kendall Clark also back into the game here now for Crown. Hope Carlson will inbound in front of her own bench for the Yellow Jackets. Pass in now here is Maddie Riyadh handing it off. Olsen, she'll fire from 3, and it's way off, no good. Rebound grab by Hewitt. She steps through, goes up with the left hand, and lays it in for 2. Hewitt has her first 2 points. The 2 teams trading buckets right now, which is fine with the Jackets. They lead it by 18, 46-28. Now Reimer coming down low. Bounce pass for Cotton. She tries to step through, loses the basketball on the way up. Loose change picked up by UWS's Elsa Olsen. Olsen now dribbling all the way down. Pops from the right elbow. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound fought for underneath. Claude trying to save it in. Had it knocked away by Bednarik. Turnover Jackets. Now Reimer in transition. Braylee Reimer going left side. Tried to get up a shot. That one knocked away, and they're going to call a foul now on Riyadh. Tried to block the shot for Riyadh. That'll be foul number 3. And Reimer will go to the free throw line. Lesha pops up off the Yellow Jacket bench. She'll replace Maddie Riyadh. In the meantime, Brecken Hansen comes back in for Crown. And Reimer at the line now to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and no good. Rimmed it around, fell off the front. 1 more coming now for Braylee Reimer. She's got the last 7 points for Crown. Make it 8. She knocks down that one. And Reimer now up to 13 points in the ball game. Jackets lead by 17. Farther than halfway home here, third quarter. Right side now, Elsa Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. Out on top, Carlson wide open. She'll fire from 3-point range. Wide to the right, no good. Rebound grab by Reimer. Reimer now lead pass behind the intended target, that being Brecken Hansen, and it's a turnover now on the Polars. Hasn't been a lot of turnovers in the ball game. Carlson now triggering it in. Here's Elsa Olsen for the Yellow Jackets. Going right side now. And we'll have a foul called on Reimer. That'll be her fourth. That's a big call for Crown. She's been carrying them offensively, and Glasgow's going to come in. Reimer's going to have to come out. So Reimer with her fourth personal. Checks out. 4:23 remaining, third quarter. Lusha will inbound. Kicks it in out on top now. Elsa Olsen. Carlson right side. Lobs it inside. Kylie Hewitt. Claude swinging it left wing now. Lusha. Back for Hope Carlson. Carlson now. Jump shot from the elbow. Off the front rim. No good. Rebound grabbed underneath by Brecken Hansen for Crown. Now back the other direction. Here's Cotton. Into the corner now. Bednarik. Clark. Now left side. Glasgow. Swinging it now. Youngblood. Putting it on the deck. Kicks it back out on top for Cotton. Cotton now lost the basketball. Taken away by Colleen Claude. Jackets back the other direction. Claude going right side. Elsa Olsen. Olsen looking down low. Lobs it to the elbow now for Kylie Hewitt. Puts it on the deck against Hansen. Goes to the rim and lays it in with the left hand for two. Good recognition by Hewitt. She's got four. 48-29 now your score. Glasgow. Left side now Youngblood. Throwing it in the middle. Cotton beats the Yellow Jackets to the spot. Goes in and lays it in with the left hand. Sydney Cotton now has four. 48-31. Jackets by 17. Carlson in the lane. Her jump shot from 14 feet. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound grab by Hewitt. And then we're going to have a jump ball called. And it'll be Crown basketball here as Latvala and Riyadh come back in. Crown going to bring in Classy Glasgow for the first time as well. Twin sister of JC Glasgow. So both Glasgows are on the court now. JC Glasgow on the front court. Now going left side. Here's Cassie Glasgow. Now back for JC Glasgow. She picks up her dribble. Hansen out on top. Now Avery Youngblood top of the key. She'll hand it off now. Kendall Clark out on top. Swing it left side. Now right side, in fact, for Youngblood. Trying to come down low. And they're going to call traveling violation against Youngblood as Latvala was guarding her very closely. 2:35 remaining. Third quarter. Lusha inbounding now for Maddie Riyadh. Riyadh in the front court. Right side pass now. Colleen Claude out on top. Latvala. Kylie Hewitt now going left side on the pass. Here's Mackenzie Lusha putting it on the deck. Lusha bounce pass in the corner. Riyadh thought about taking the three. Instead goes baseline. Got it on Youngblood. Goes right to the rim. Misses the bunny right at said rim. Gets her own rebound, however. Kicks it back out now for Lusha. Now Hewitt coming down low against Hansen. Spins around her. Goes up with the left hand and gets it to go down for two. Good quarter so far for Kylie Hewitt. She's got 6 in the frame. 50-31 as we're under 2 minutes remaining. Third quarter. JC Glasgow going right side now. Clark. Now on the deck. Here's the runner now by Cassie Glasgow. Off the pass from Youngblood. Back rim and out. No good. Rebound for Lusha. Mackenzie Lusha for the Jackets in the front court. She'll hand it off now for Claude. Top of the key. It's Riyadh. Kylie Hewitt going back door. Latvala. Inside. Goes up and under. Wipe away the basket. She finished with the right hand, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. It'll be on JC Glasgow. She's going to check out as Cotton comes back in. Abby Johnson, meanwhile, comes back in. And Lusha triggers it in now for Hewitt. Johnson now going left side, kicks it outside. Lusha, she'll tee up a three-point shot, and it's good. Second triple of the game for Mackenzie Lusha. She's got 9 points. Jackets up now 22, 53-31. 1:15 and counting remaining third quarter. Cassie Glasgow now out on top. Lost the handle on the basketball. Now there's a fight on the floor for it. Cotton came out of there with it. And are we going to foul called here on Lusha? Mackenzie Lusha was trying to take the basketball away from Sydney Cotton as she hit the deck. And it will be on Lusha. That'll be her second. Fourth team foul on the Jackets. And an inbound now coming right baseline. Clark will inbound. Cassie Glasgow. Now Youngblood. Cotton now putting on the deck. Kicks it for Kendall Clark. Clark now, as we're under a minute remaining third quarter. 10 seconds to shoot. Lobs it on the baseline. Here's Cotton. Cotton against Latvala, trying to take her down low. Spins it with the left hand. Off the window, no good, but the foul going to be called on Kira Latvala. It's her second. 5th team foul, and 2 free throws now coming up for Sydney Cotton. Cotton 60.8% from the free throw line this season. And her first one is up and good. She came in 31 out of 51 from the stripe this season through their first 18 games for the Polars. Second one off the front rim, no good. Rebound for Hewitt. UWS up by 21, 53-32 as Riot in the front court. Now Latvala on the wing, putting on the deck. Stops at the elbow, bounce pass inside for Hewitt. Hewitt goes up with the left hand and scores a nice recognition there. A nice two-way passing play. Hewitt setting the screen, then going down on the right side. Latvala hitting her with the pass. Hewitt has 8 points in the quarter, and it's 55-32. The shot clock and game clock nearly synced here. About a 1 second difference between shot and game clock, so no Cotton can take it all the way down, although I'm not sure what good that'll do as Crown's down by 23, and now she commits the turnover as she dribbles it off of her foot and out of play. Mackenzie Lesha playing aggressive defense on her to create the turnover, and now the Jackets can play for one. Riot off the inbound, 7 seconds left. Gets all right around. Clark goes all the way to the rim and lays it in for 2. Riot now has 10 in the game. Buzzer sounds off that bucket from Maddie Riot, and the Yellow Jackets in control at the moment. Your score, Yellow Jackets 57, Crown 32. By the way, fans, have you downloaded Swarm Central, the official rewards and loyalty app of the Yellow Jackets? Get started and receive 200 points for registering and 200 more for downloading the app. Redeem your points for cool prizes in the Swarm Central store. Find Swarm Central in the Apple and Google stores today. So the Yellow Jackets were up 35-21 at the break. They end up outscoring Crown in that frame. I wait for my live stats to pop up. Of course, I suppose I could actually do the math, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. 22-11 in that frame now as the stats update. Jackets in that quarter were 5 for 12 from the field. Now shooting 38.3% for the ball game. Crown, meanwhile, in that frame, 3 out of 5. Only got 5 shots off in the entire quarter. They're now 10 for 32 in the game, while the Yellow Jackets are 18 for 47. So the Jackets have taken 15 more shots in the ball game. UWS with a 31-16 edge in rebounding. That's a big reason why there. Jackets with 9 turnovers in the game. Meanwhile, Crown has 11. And you add it all up, and the Jackets are up by 25 heading this last 10 minutes. UWS, on top of everything else, will be in possession of the basketball. Carlson triggering in now for Schaefer as we begin the fourth quarter. Bounce pass right side for the inbounder, Carlson. Now out on top, it's Johnson. She'll swing it for Schaefer. And Megan Schaefer will back it out. Now out on top, it's Charlotte Firstall handing it off for Latvala. Kira Latvala now putting the ball on the deck, goes to the rim. Misses the layup off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed out there by Morgan Bednarik for Crown, and now Cotton for the Polars advances across the timeline. Reimer with the 4 fouls, now going with the pass on the wing. Reimer coming down the right side against Schaefer, goes up the shot off the window and gets it to go down for 2. Braley Reimer's bucket makes it 57-34. Schaefer into the front court, now left side Latvala. Latvala into the paint. Going up and under, spinning to her right hand and going up off the window for 2. Kira Latvala with the bucket. She has 5. It's 59-34. Now a long three-point shot is up from Youngblood off the front rim, no good. Rebound cleared now by Abby Johnson. Schaefer goes right side off the pass. Latvala for the Yellow Jackets. Ball fake now on Clark. Gets double teamed. Her bounce pass out for Firstall, picked off by Cotton. 2-on-1 back to the direction come the Polars. Pass for Youngblood, but now she'll back it out. Inside now Bednarik. Reimer going down the left side. Had her shot blocked by Firstall, but they're going to call a foul on Charlotte Firstall. That'll be her second. And Reimer will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Reimer came in averaging 15.5. That's where she is right now. 15 points even for the game. She's got 2 free throws here. First one is up and no good. Spun out. She's the lone player on either team averaging in double figures this season. Everybody else is 9 points or under. Second free throw from Reimer is good. She's got 16 in the ballgame to lead the Polars. 59-35 your tally. Jackets by 24. Carlson now on the right side. Johnson. Schaefer now left wing. Megan Schaefer for UWS. She'll back it out. Charlotte First will be on the arc. Now Hope Carlson. Carlson in the lane. Goes all the way up. Flips a shot up. No good. Rebound knocked out of play, and it's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Jackets will have 10 seconds to shoot. Lapla will inbound left baseline. Reminder, once we go final, we'll have our post-game show sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery, so stick around for that. In the meantime, now for the Yellow Jackets. Stepping through, going up with a shot is Johnson. Off the rim, no good. Rebound for Furstel. She goes up and softly lays it in with the left hand for 2. Charlotte Furstel now with 8 points at 61-35. Reimer now back the other direction. Takes it out. Bednarik, short jump shot, and that's good. 10-foot jump shot right side of the lane from Morgan Bednarik. She's got 6. 24-point lead at 61-37. Now Lafleur trying to bounce it for Furstel. That'll go off of the foot of Sydney Cotton. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets as Claude and Olsen come back in. Hansen, meanwhile, comes back into the game for the Polars. Olsen will inbound now, right in the corner. Flips it in for Claude. Now out on top. Carlson, back for Olsen. Putting on the deck. Elbows jump shot after she comes off the pick. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound for Reimer. Braylee Reimer back the other direction now for the Polars. Inside out dribble. Steps through, goes up with a shot off the window for 2. She's a nifty little ball player, is Braylee Reimer. She's got 18 of Crown's 39 points. Now it's Hope Carlson for the Yellow Jackets. Handing it off now out on top. Also Olsen, Carlson, Furstel, left baseline. Lost the handle on the basketball, and it'll be a turnover. Riyad's going to come back into the game. She'll take out Furstel. 6:53 remaining, fourth quarter. UWS has led all the way since the end of the first quarter. As Reimer into the front court. Reimer now crossing over against Claw. Lost the handle on the basketball, and it'll go out of play. Turnover now on the Polars. Jackets will put the ball in play. WS is led by as many as 26. The lead right now at 22. 61-39. In the front court now, right side, Riyadh, top of the key. Claude, bounce pass on the elbow for Abby Johnson. The former Northwestern High School Tiger now gives the pass out on top. 3-point shots in the air from Hope Carlson. Off the front rim, no good. Bounds out of play, left side. And Grom will trigger it in now with Avery Youngblood in for Reimer. Reimer now crossing over, going left side. It's cut off on the dribble drive. Kicks it back out on top. Youngblood. Hansen back in the corner for Reimer. 15 seconds to shoot. Reimer going left side, and now we're going to have a foul called. Going to call the reach-in foul against Hope Carlson. That'll be her second. Lesha returns. She'll take out Carlson. Inbound now for Reimer. Left side for Youngblood. Now here's Hansen coming down the right side. She'll get tied up by Mackenzie Lesha. It'll stay on this end of the court. 14 seconds to shoot for Crown as they'll inbound this time right baseline. Reimer will do the honors. Pass in now. Here's Bednarik. Out on top, Youngblood. She'll fire away from 3. Front rim and out, no good. Back to the direction, Elsa Olsen off the rebound. Olsen flipping it for Johnson. Right in the court, goes up and lays it in for 2. Pretty assist there from Elsa Olsen. Johnson's on the board for the first time. The Jackets back up by 24. Now quickly back the other direction. Lob pass down low for Hansen. Overshoots her a bit. She ends up stepping on the baseline. And the turnover will go back over to UWS. Now the Jackets going to go a little deeper into the bench, as Kara Olsen's going to check in for the first time. 5'9" freshman from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Played her high school basketball at Regis High School. And now the Jackets heading to the front court with Olsen, that being Elsa Olsen. Right side, Riot getting on the baseline. Oh, flips a pass in the middle for Johnson. Her floater, no good off the back rim. Rebound grabbed out there by Youngblood. And now Reimer for the Polars in the front court. Reimer against Elsa Olsen coming right side. Flips up a shot. That's off the glass. No good. Rebound on the deck. Shoveled out now by Bednarik to nobody. Right into the Crown bench. And we're going to have a timeout here called by the Polars with 5:09 remaining. Men's game coming up, like I said, about 25 minutes after we go final here in game number 1. Crown so far outscoring the Yellow Jackets 7-6 in this frame. The Jackets can kill off this last 5 minutes plus. They'll improve to 7-12 overall and 4-2 in the league. Crown will lose their 9th straight and go to 3-16. They'll be still winless in the league. Came in at 0-5, and if they can't come back, they'll be 0-6. In the meantime, the Jackets out of the timeout. It'll be Riot that'll inbound it. Crown has 2 timeouts left. The Yellow Jackets have 4, although I'm not completely sure that the Yellow Jackets will use any more timeouts unless they absolutely have to. Also, Olsen in the front court now gives it off. Here's Abby Johnson making a spin move around Hansen, goes to the rim and lays it in with the left hand. Abby Johnson has 4 points in the frame. Jackets back up by 26. 65-39. Here's Reimer stepping back, lobbing it down low. Bednarik going up the shot, had it knocked away partially from behind, but Kara Olsen's going to be whistled for the foul. And Bednarik will go to the free throw line now as UWS also going to bring in Addison Allard for the first time. 5'5" freshman from Otsego, Minnesota. Meanwhile, Morgan Bednarik will go to the free throw line here. Just a sophomore Bednarik. First free throw is nothing but net. Played her high school basketball at Sibley East at Morgan Bednarik. Second free throw on the way. UWS up by 25 at 65-40. Second free throw is up and good. Bednarik now has 8. J.C. Glasgow is going to come back in the ballgame. She'll take out Sydney Cotton. 65-41. As Elsa Olsen in the front court hands it off for Allard. Now out on top, Colleen Claude. Abby Johnson, though, right side elbow. Addison Allard off the screen, and they're going to call an offensive foul here on Johnson on the screen action, right near the free throw line. Actually, they're going to call it on the push-off on Kara Olsen. So that's the foul. That's her second in succession, and it's still 65-41. Now Reimer right side. In the corner now, here's Youngblood through the middle. Hansen, she'll step through, misses the bunny off the window, no good. Rebound kick to the outside, and it's finally grabbed there by Colleen Claude for the Yellow Jackets. Olsen out on top now, this being Elsa Olsen for UWS. Gave a quick look to the side. Her shot rimmed out, no good. Rebound for Abby Johnson. She tried to go up with the follow-up. Missed it, but drew the foul. Now Dakota Soltis getting ready to come in for the Yellow Jackets. She'll check out Colleen Claude. Meanwhile, Cassie Glasgow is going to come back in for Crown, as is Kate Arneson, who we saw briefly in the first half. And Abby Johnson at the free throw line with 3:58 on the clock. Her first high arcing free throw is good. 66-41. 5 points now for Johnson, all of them coming in this fourth quarter. Second high arcing free throw, spins out, no good. And the rebound grabbed out there by J.C. Glasgow. Both Glasgows are out there for the Polars. Both Olsen's out there for the Yellow Jackets, although Elsa and Kara Olsen are not related. In the meantime, now Hansen trying to go down low, looking for Avery Youngblood. That picked off, and now Dakota Soltis for the Yellow Jackets. Brings UWS in the front court. Pass right side for Kara Olsen. Now Elsa Olsen, top of the key. Elsa Olsen now off the crossover. Pulls up from 20 feet and swishes it home for two. Elsa Olsen's bucket gives her 4 at 68-41. J.C. Glasgow outside. Now Arneson on the baseline goes up with a shot off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Abby Johnson. And now Soltis across the timeline. This is going to be a substitution timeout as Elsa Olsen's going to check out. Chesney Phillip is going to come in. Bit of a false start there on the music. Just a substitution timeout. Well, that happens. We're about to go under 3 minutes remaining here, fourth quarter. Jackets up by 27. Kara Olsen right side. Now Abby Johnson, top of the key. Will swing it for Dakota Soltis. Soltis coming down the middle. Flipped up a shot off the underside of the rim. No good. Rebound grab by Arneson for the Polars. Jackets back in action, of course, as I mentioned, on Saturday against North Central. Trying to sweep the Rams for the regular season. Jackets defeated North Central 84-60 in their first matchup. That was actually the conference opener for the Yellow Jackets. That was a 15 foul on the Yellow Jackets. That foul against Addison Allard on the reach in. So it'll be 2 free throws here coming up. And the first one from Arneson spins out, no good. One more coming. 2:45 on the clock. Very straightforward game for the Yellow Jackets here. Second free throw from Arneson off the front rim, no good as well. Rebound for Phillip. And Al Soltis leads UWS across the timeline on the right-hand dribble. Bounce pass on the wing. Kara Olsen spins away. Now Addison Allard on the baseline. Shovels it off inside. Phillip with the half hook goes up with the right hand and scores. Chesney Phillip with the bucket. 70-41 now. Largely the game for UWS as we go under 2:20 remaining. Fourth quarter. Now Lily Strong is in the game for Crown. Gives it off J.C. Glasgow. Bounce pass down low. Going up with a reverse and getting it to go down for two is Kendall Bogley. And we're going to have another substitution timeout here, as Kaylee Glasgow is going to check in. So all 3 Glasgows now have gotten into the game. Jackets up 70-43 as we come into the front court with Abby Johnson. Actually, it's Addison Allard, my bad. Pass out on top now, Kara Olsen. There's Abby Johnson on the wing now getting a pass. Out on top now, back for Dakota Soltis. Soltis for UWS going on the baseline. Kicks it for Allard. 10 seconds to shoot. Spinning. Gives it now out on top. Here's Johnson, and she traveled before she put the basketball on the deck. Crown going to bring in Hannah Fawcett now. And I think that'll be just about everybody. Has played now on the 2 teams, as at least that's available. Back to their direction now. Here comes Crown. Kaylee Glasgow left side. Puts it on the deck now, stepping through. Here's Brooklyn Orazem, who's in for the first time. And going up and scoring inside. Are the Polars make it 70-45, 1:20 remaining, fourth quarter. Now Allard on the baseline had her shot partially blocked. Chesney Phillip on the rebound, goes up, lays it in, and will draw the foul. Phillip has 4 points. 72-45 is your score. Call on Hannah Fawcett on the foul. Phillips' free throw is up and good. She has 5 points since coming in. It's 73-45 now. Crown back to the direction now out on top. Here's Orzem. Glasgow. Now back outside. Lily Strong. Under a minute remaining now, fourth quarter. Our post-game show about to come up here. Sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery. Once we go final, of course, in this one. 73-45, defensive rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Now Soltis coming down the right side. Tried to go up and under with the scoop shot, off the rim, but they're going to call a foul as she misses it on Lily Strong, the sophomore from Hudson, Wisconsin, for Crown. And so Soltis will go to the free throw line now with 40 seconds remaining. Soltis' first free throw is up and good. 74-45. One more coming from Dakota Soltis. Long out the back rim, no good. Rebound grab by Crown. 38 seconds now left in this one. Kendall Bogley coming up the court. We're going to have a pushing foul now called on UWS's Dakota Soltis. So free throws now for Kendall Bogley. First free throw is up and good. Crown, meanwhile, will return home to take on Bethany Lutheran this coming Saturday. Second free throw. Bogley also up and good. 74-47 here. 34.5 seconds remaining. Jackets going to go to 7-12. And 4-2 in the league. Crown going to fall to 3-16 and 0-6. No, Soltis. Bounce pass right side. Phillips stepping through. It goes up, misses the layup, gets her own rebound. 15 seconds to go. Tried to go up, and we're going to have a jump ball. And it'll stay on this end of the court. 15.2 seconds left. Shot clock is off now. Kara Olsen will inbound left baseline. 74-47. Pass comes in. Allard. Steps inside. Up fake now. Chesney Phillip goes up the shot off the glass. Gets her own rebound off the miss. 6 seconds to go. Goes back up. She gets hit and will go to the free throw line to shoot two. It's all going to be called on Brooklyn Orazem. Oh, I thought they called free throws on that. Oh, I guess I was wrong on that one. Anyway, 4.9 seconds left. Inbound coming up here. Pass comes in. Bogley in the front court. 2 seconds, 1 second. Runner as the clock expires off the back rim. No good. Red lights are on behind the backboards and the Yellow Jackets. A defeated Crown here in game one of our doubleheader here from the Mertz. Final score, Yellow Jackets 74, Crown 47. We'll take a quick break and come back with our postgame, sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Women's Basketball on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Back here at the Mertz as we jump into our postgame, sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery. Final score of Game 1 of our doubleheader here on this Wednesday night. The Yellow Jacket women bouncing back from that loss against Minnesota Morris on Saturday. They down Crown here 74-47 as we jump into our postgame. It was pretty comprehensive for the Yellow Jackets tonight, I must say, across the board. The Yellow Jackets jumped out early in the second quarter especially. First quarter was actually pretty tight. The Yellow Jackets ended up winning it in the quarter anyway, outscoring Crown 19-16, not winning anything, of course, but getting ahead early. The teams went back and forth in that opening quarter, but the Yellow Jackets off a three-point shot from Mackenzie Lesha at the end of the first led 19-16, and from there they just kept on kind of pulling away. They end up holding Crown to 1 of 14 shooting in the second quarter to outscore the Polars 16-5, led 35-21 at the break, and then effectively put the game on ice in the third, outscoring the Polars 22-11 in that third quarter. In that third quarter, the Jackets, by the way, 10 out of 21 from the field, while Crown in the third quarter was 4 for 7, but they did get out-rebounded a lot. Crown for the game only took 46 shots. It's not a lot for a 40-minute basketball game. The Yellow Jackets, meanwhile, took 73 shots to give you an idea of how the game went. The Yellow Jackets with a huge rebounding advantage, 45-25 in the ball game. They also forced 20 turnovers, while committing 16 themselves in the ball game. Final numbers, of course, for UWS as a team. The Jackets end up 30 for 73 from the field. 41.1% Crown, 16 out of 46 for 34.8. Jackets were 6 for 22 from beyond the arc, while the Polars were 2 for 11, and UWS 8 for 12 from the free throw line. Crown 13 for 19 from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, individually, the Yellow Jackets getting points from a lot of different players today. And usually when they play their best, that means they've got 8, 9, even 10 players in the scoring column. That's what happened here tonight. Jackets getting points from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different players today. So even a little bit more than normal. Hope Carlson leading the way for the Yellow Jackets. 12 points on 5 for 13 shooting. She was 2 for 4 from three-point range as well. 10 points from Maddie Riot. Riot was 3 for 7. From the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, and had 8 rebounds in the ballgame, so she just misses the double-double. 9 points for Mackenzie Lesha. Charlotte Fursel with 8. 8 points also for Kylie Hewitt, so the